All right, good morning, everybody. So I get to do a $142 Green Day recap today. It is the 15th of April at 11 o'clock. I'm ready to call it a day. I had a bias going into today that I needed to check, and that is that I kind of have this mentality that, it's everything's slow, everything, nothing's moving, you know, it'll be, a little bit of time until there's some adjustments made in portfolios and so forth, and there'll be opportunities for traders to act as intermediaries in the process of portfolio rebalancing. Well, things weren't quite as quiet as that. They were still pretty quiet today, but I didn't have, I had expectations. And my expectations were, instead of going into the day with an open mind, just going with what the market is doing at the time, I went in with kind of an expectation that today there wouldn't be movers and it would be really tough and tight trading. And my results kind of reflect that. This $142 recap could be a bit higher. So I traded INO and DELL today, and let's just kind of go over it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So DELL, okay, so first of all, I had orders in on DELL and on AEO, on American Eagle Outfitters. However, and I've found this to be true now quite often enough for me to reflect on it now and say to myself, this is happening more often. I had orders ready to go for the market open session, not pre-market. And so you can see here the first 2 minutes before, actually the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes before the open, American Eagle Outfitters started going into the range and quite below the range where I was looking to average in. So I took my orders off of the market open. And the same thing with DELL here. I had orders in between 98.11 and 97.16, and pre-market it started bumping into my price action, my price areas, and so I canceled the orders. So in both cases, it would have worked out well. My levels really weren't bad. If I had averaged in here, somewhere around $34 and some change, I certainly would have gotten. I would have gotten the 1% move I was looking for, within only a few minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, within 8 minutes of having gotten into the position. And that's the kind of trade I'm looking for, but I didn't have orders ready to go. And when these things were hitting their levels, I was hesitant to click in instead of sticking with my plan. So, they shook me off. The pre-market action right here kind of shook me off of both of these trades in DELL and in American Eagle Outfitters. So that's something that I get to take a look at and study for future performance. So I did give DELL a stab right here on this bar on its move above 97.17, and so I bought it crossing over 97.17, and I was looking for a 90 cent move. And it almost got me to my price target, and it started to come back down. So I let it go. And I let it go for a 34-cent loss. Now, I would be, under normal circumstances, I would be willing to risk 90 cents or 97 cents on the downside. But once a stock, breaks through one of my levels and then just starts coming and closes back down again, I'm just going to let it go, and cut my losses short, and then perhaps get in at another opportunity, which it did give me another opportunity here. And I didn't really stick with the trade. So I lost 34 cents on this trade right here. And then I only made 12 cents on this break right here, and then it started coming back down again. So, I didn't trade according to my plan. And when I did trade the stock at the levels, I didn't stick with the original strategy that I had. So, not a very impressive performance on DELL today. All in all, I'm down about $22 on DELL. So, but it's not bad either. I mean, I only traded 100 shares. I didn't have a high degree of confidence because I didn't stick to my original plan. And since I didn't stick to my original plan, I'm kind of winging it with these levels. So I only traded 100 shares each time. Then AEO, I didn't trade. I was paying attention to DELL at that point, and I didn't get into AEO. And then INO. So I started buying INO when it started breaking above $10. And $10 is just a psychological point. I traded it on this candle right here. This candle right here. So it was somewhat range bound when it opened. After I was kind of watching, this is the 5-minute chart, by the way. It was somewhat range bound right here. And so when I saw it recover here and then start moving up over past $10, I made a purchase. I started making a purchase, and I purchased 600 shares at $10 a share. And I got about, 21, 24, 27, 32. I got about, I'd say 20, somewhere in the neighborhood of 23 cents per share on 600 shares. So, and that's more than 2% target. At with a $10 stock, 1% is of that is 10 cents. And so it ran up to about 220. Well, it ran up a little bit higher than right. Actually, I think I sold it right here in this candle. I bought at this candle, and then I sold in this candle right here. And so it worked out. I made some money, a little bit of money on it, not a lot. So that's pretty much my day. There's another thing I had on watch. I got TAOP. I had this on watch, but I definitely didn't have any confidence in this one doing anything today. So, you can kind of see it's back down to where it closed yesterday. So, and the Fibonacci that I have on this thing is from way back here, and even on that day, it just sold off after it got into regular market hours. So, that's pretty much the day. Now, it was my bias, my preconceived notion that, there wasn't going to be anything moving today, and that it was just going to be slow. It's April, so the best months for trading are November, December, January, and February. The end of the year and the beginning of the year, when there's a whole lot of reorganization of portfolios going on by hedge fund managers and mutual fund managers, portfolio managers, so on and so on. They want to show performance at the end of the year and then get established at the beginning of the year for more performance. So, it's April. Things are going to be slower than they were during January and February, which were great months for trading. So, that's pretty much my trading day in a nutshell. I'll be back tomorrow morning and, be back at it to see if there's anything moving and see what opportunities the market provides. So until then, I will be seeing you. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Keep your risk tight. Good luck out there. Okay, everybody. I'm out.